Hey guys, Liquid Fire here. Thanks for joining me again tonight. So we are going to take another look into Hunting Simulator 2. So we're still waiting for HS3 to come out, but I wanted to continue the playthrough of the original maps and maybe do some more hunts in a few of them. And tonight we're going to head into Europe. So I think we're going to go try to check out Transylvania. It's their Harghita County, I believe it is, in Romania. Let's take a look here. So in Europe, Harghita County. So this is in Transylvania. So Harghita County is surrounded by the eastern Carpathians in Transylvania, with a long snow period and a landscape formed by hilltops and closed depressions. The country is characterized by abundant wildlife and a strongly seasonal climate. That reads kind of weird. But that's what we're going to go check out. Weather's normal. I don't know what other options there are. Never noticed the weather. But all right, so let's take a look at the license we need here. So bigger animals. So we've got brown bear and moose. So we've got moose, red deer, roe deer, red fox, gray wolves, brown bears, wild boar, Sika, and fallow deer. So we're going to take the 243 and the 30-06 on this, and hopefully we have enough money to buy all the licenses we need. So let's head over to the laptop. So licenses, and we're heading to Europe. Alright, so it doesn't break it down for the different regions, but we know we're looking at big stuff, so we're just going to kind of go to the bottom and work our way up. We've only got 6.5 grand, so hopefully we can get everything we want. Alright, so there's our moose. Was it a brown bear? I'll check again the bear before I get it. There's a red deer. We know we need it. I don't remember boar. So there's Sika deer. We need it. Roe deer. We need it. Was it fallow? I think it was fallow. Let's go look again because my memory's horrible. So we need wild boar, brown bear, foxes, and wolves. Wild boar, brown bear, foxes, and wolves. Licenses, Europe. Alright, so we need brown bear, wild boar, wolf, and fox. Alright, so that covers us for all of the licenses we want. We're not going to buy any weapons, but I am going to look at the puffer if I can figure out where it is. So there's the binoculars. It's not that. Wind powder. Here we go. Okay. So, Jiminy crickets. So 525 bucks for 2 sprays. Wow. 15 sprays is 3,700 bucks. How much is a scent cover? Wow. Okay, so these are like super expensive. Maybe I won't end up with the puffer. I really had planned on getting a puffer, but maybe today's not the day to get the puffer. So we got the predator call. I don't know why I've got a duck collar. So we can get the red deer call, maybe the moose call. I don't know if I'm going to see anything. It's a thing. Might as well grab them. So we'll grab the red deer. We'll grab the moose. We'll put them in. I just don't know that I can convince myself. How many sprays do you get out of this, I wonder? It doesn't say how many sprays you get. We'll play around with them later, maybe. So we know we're good to go with glass. I mean, we got the 15s. But I'll be honest, the 12s do really well in their range finding. That's what I like about it. Of course, I can use... I like the 6x24s. I like them when I'm actually looking at animals because you get a wider view. And in this game, you don't really need the real tight zoom except when you're trying to actually field judge. And in that regard, having more zoom would actually be handy. So I'm running right now these guys here. These are the range finding binoculars. And I like them because they do range find. But most of the time I end up going down to this 6x24 rangefinder. You know what? Let's do it. We'll get the 15s. Swap out the 12s for them. We can use the rangefinder to range find. We'll use these to try to field judge. And we'll just go over here and change out some stuff. What are we after? Loadout. Alright, so we know what we got in the backpack. We're going to change these. No, wait, stop, back. Select items. Item 1. We're going to put the 15s in. What is item 5? Is that a duck call? Yeah, it's a goose call. So we'll put the moose in place of the goose. I've got some scent killer, but I don't know that I really need it. And I think slot 4 is an elk call. So we'll take him out and put in the red deer call. So that'll give us our spotting, our actual rangefinder, spotting scope, our 15x to try to field judge, our predator collar, our red deer collar, our moose collar, and I've got the scent spray, which it's so expensive and I don't know if I want to use it. We do need to change out the weapons though. So weapon 1, we're going to go away from the shotgun and we're going to go back to the 30-06. It's a nice looking gun. Yeah, 30-06. And I'll have to put the scope on it. Oh, I think it's already got it on it. Alright. So we should be good to go. I hope. Alright. Wow, spent a ton of money on those glasses, but whatever. Alright, let's go check out Transylvania and see how it compares with what we see in Way of the Hunter. That's what I'm going to be comparing it to, so let's see how it looks. Alright, so it's definitely a completely different feel from the other maps. I gotta turn it down a little more. It's just so much background noise. I hate to have to turn it down so much because you start losing the sound of the calls and stuff. But, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. So here's our 15x binos with no rangefinder. That'll be kind of disappointing to not be able to use these to pick up the range, but it ought to make it a lot easier for us to field judge stuff. Now the good thing is here we can see with the grass floating the direction of the wind. I didn't have that in the desert. So right now the wind is blowing, kind of call it southeast, I guess. So we have an idea. Let's take a look at where we're at on the map. Okay, so we've got this giant pond, or call it a lake, I guess. Oh, I meant to change the time to morning. It's probably still evening. So this is going to be much different than anywhere else, that's for sure. It appears to be much more rugged. We've got red deer, we've got moose. Normally I would be thinking swampy areas for moose, but I don't... Oh, we got it all the way down here. I don't know what type of swamp features we're going to get. So let's work to the east and then down to the south through here. This looks like it's going to be kind of relatively flat. And see what we see. This may be a hill or a bowl. I think it's actually going to be a little bit of a bowl here. So that could be a really interesting place to hunt. So we're going to basically head east and see what we run into. And after playing around in the desert, wow, I'm telling you what, this looks really nice. It's just so lush. Now, for the ground, I still don't like having all the stuff on the ground, but this is really lush. And look at the trees in the distance. So one of my biggest complaints with Way of the Hunter is the way that the LOD shifts. It goes from Minecraft to beautiful. I mean, it really does. It's a striking difference. Here, even in the distance, they maintain a decent look. And if you watch when we move into stuff, it's not a big, huge jump. It slowly transitions into a higher detailed asset, whatever it is, the tree limb. And then when you bring up the spotting scopes and stuff, you know, it looks even better. That, to me, doesn't look so great. But overall, it's nice looking. Anyway, so I was saying in the Chihuahuan Desert, oh, looks like it's going to open up in here. I noticed that my running really wasn't spooking nearly as much as I expected. So I may do more time actually moving really fast instead of being so cautious. Although I'm just not seeing anything through here yet. And we still got a ways to go before we're at that bowl, but I don't want to go running down into the edge of that bowl, though. I want to be kind of cautious. Good job.
That's a good dog.
Come over this way. I want to get to that bowl. If you can find me some trails near the bowl, then we might have something to do. Nothing about this looks like it's going to be easy to hunt here, though. But boy, does it not look nice. That's actually one thing that I'm really excited about Hunting Simulator 3. Well, let's go see what he found. He's pretty close. Is they're doing it on UE5, and this is UE4. Let's see, what'd you find there, bud? Well, let's give you your thumbs up.
That's a good dog.
So we got some fresh Sika deer. And they're heading down this way, not really into the bowl.
Go on.
I wonder if he can track them for me. Fresh Sika deer. We'll go after it. I totally lost my train of... Oh, UE5. So, hey, look, his stamina increased. I need to have him tracking stuff more. But they've done a really nice job with the landscaping. Now, I think that if I'm being honest, the maps, and again, we're comparing with Way of the Hunter. Uh-oh, hang on. Let's see what we found here. Good job.
Good job.
Well, now it's old. Alright, well, go ahead and keep tracking them. So I think when we look at Way of the Hunter, for example, and that's the game I primarily play, so that's what everything's going to kind of be compared to. When we look at it, I think the map design is just stellar. I think they did a fantastic job on the maps. Where I think they failed is the details with the extremely low level of detail. Here, everything just smoothly blends together. I mean, just look in the distance. There's no blocks and stuff like that. Yeah, it may not be as richly detailed as something up close, and I think it's odd the way the grass floats around, but it looks really nice. And this is done in UE4. Yeah, good job. So let's give you the good job.
Good job.
Let's see what we got. They're still old. Alright, let's head east and try to get into this bowl. I keep distracting myself. So I think that Way of the Hunter did a better job on the maps themselves, the entirety of the map, and they just did a fantastic job on them. When I think back to like the Chihuahuan Desert, very plain, very boring. Pawnee Meadows, same thing. I mean, it's just nothingness. What they have is pretty, but it's a boring map. This actually looks much more impressive. I think it may be very difficult to hunt, especially since there's not a ton of animals around. But I think that the hunting simulator team just did a better job with the assets, the way they have everything blending together, the overall look, and I think that should continue with UE5, and we may see a really gorgeous game. I hope that the models get a really nice upgrade too, because that's kind of been, I've not been a huge fan of the models overall in here. I mean, they're not horrible. It's not anything that's just trash. But I feel like there could be some... Oh, wait a minute. Nope, that's not an animal. I feel like there could be some improvements in some of the models. Especially the origami birds, wherever they're at. We've got a tower down here. So I don't know what animals should be around here. But I think we are going to go hop in that tower and call out for red deer and moose and maybe throw the predator call. I don't know. I don't know what happens if you hit multiple callers at the same time in this game. But I think we're going to go set up and call a little bit and see if anything comes in. I haven't done a lot of that in this game. Just kind of taking my time through here looking to see if I see anything. I don't see a thing. I tell you, just looking at this, I think this is the prettiest looking map I've seen from them yet. I mean, this is nice looking. I think if they can get the animal behavior to be good, I think Hunting Simulator 3... Oh, we got a fox up here, looks like. I think Hunting Simulator 3 has a real chance of being something maybe impressive. Alright, so let's get him here.
Come.
Alright, now you stay there.
Stay in position.
Alright, so... So using the predator collar, I have no idea what to expect in terms of which animals may come in. We know there's a couple fox around. Alright, we got something back over here. And see, this is with these binoculars. Oh, there he is. That's a female. We're not going to shoot her. I keep... Oh, it's the roots. I was going to say, I keep getting a flash of something. But these 15X, and even with the 12X, they're just so zoomed in. Alright, so there she is. Still just coming right on in. I don't know what's going to happen when she gets over here to the tower, though. Oh, she's starting to pick up on us. Alright, I'm not going to move. Alright, so that's not bad. She didn't spook or anything. She got a little, I'll call it alerted, since it's turned yellow. Wow, that turned around quick. Alright, let's go ahead and hit another call. So it doesn't seem to have bothered her that I made these other calls. I don't see her, but I hear her. She's down here below me. She stopped. Well, I thought she was below me. Oh, she's back up here. Talk about a quick turn. Like, I had barely pressed. I think she may have been turning on her own before I even pressed the collar. I haven't heard any calls from any moose or red deer though, so... It looks like our wind should be blowing right at her, so if she's going to scent us, she ought to pick it up through here. Yeah, she's come all the way in and turned and went back. Unfortunately, that's the only fox that's come in. No wolves, no foxes other than her. Haven't heard any of the red deer or moose call out. So I think that this spot is probably, at least in the evening, whoops, there we go, a fox place. So I'm going to go ahead and add a marker. We know there's fox here. And we're going to hop out of the tower and start heading south. Actually, let's call again. We see her right there. Yeah, I mean, she's just turning and coming right back in. Alright. Let's head south. We'll let her spook. I'm not too worried about that. Oh yeah, I need you to come with me. Just night and day from Pawnee Meadows and from the Chihuahuan Desert. It does not feel like Transylvania in Way of the Hunter at all. Not to me. At least not the areas that I've been to yet. Looks like this may open up down here a little bit. Or it may just be a big valley. What'd you find?
Good job.
Oh, so we found moose prints. They're old. Yeah, so there's something opening up down here. So let's work our way. Oh, shoot. Right there, look at that. I spooked a moose. He's not a very big moose, but he was very close. And I never saw him, he never called out. Our wind was blowing right into him. Everything about that was bad. But we're definitely going to mark moose. If I can find the map. Alright, so I want to add a marker for moose. Alright, so he went to the southeast. I don't know how far he's going to run. Now, it seemed to me when we were in the Chihuahuan Desert that the pronghorn that we spooked came back. So he may come right back along the path he was on. Oh, I need to use the dog and follow his trail. What am I thinking? Let's see if we can find his trail. There we go. So we'll send dog.
Find it.
We'll send dog after him. If nothing else, it'll increase his stamina. I'm stuck. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, if he sees a big animal like a moose, he's going to bark. I'm coming, pup. Fallow deer. No, that's not what you're supposed to be following. I mean, good job, but
dog.
no,
You
you're
did real good.
supposed to be on the moose. So apparently he was in find mode, which is what we selected. I needed him to be in tracking mode. So do I have to get him to find the trail before he can track it?
Let's find it.
I really feel dumb walking the direction the wind's blowing. I feel like... Oh, what'd you find? I feel like I'm doing this so backwards, but... And I don't want to run now, because I know there's a moose around. And he may be coming back this way. Alright, what'd you find? Alright, well...
Who's a good doggy?
Let's mark fallow deer here, because we've definitely got action of a fallow. Alright. Let's head into this field and see if we see anything. Now this is a nice open area. Is there a tower in here somewhere? I like this. We know that there's moose. We know that there's fallow. Although I don't think I have anything to call fallow. I don't know where that moose went. Oh, we've got something. Oh, we got a moose. There's a moose. That may be him. He looks about as crummy as that other one was. Let's see if we see anything else. Nope, nothing. So we're going to crouch down. We're going to send the dog out.
Come on.
Get him over here.
Find.
Go find the
I'm counting
moose.
on you.
That's red deer. I mean, I don't know if there's any point in calling the moose. He's walking right at us. I don't think I will. I mean, that's a scrub. But you can kind of see, like, looking at the model, the landscape is much, much prettier than the model. Just not impressed by the model, unfortunately. But we're going to take him regardless. If things go well, he'll walk over in here and I can take a nice broadside shot. If he starts getting alerted or something, then... Not a great sound. Alright, so we're going to take him out right here. I feel confident that's a good shot. We're not going to hit him again. I may be wrong about it being a good shot. Huh. I kind of thought he was going to run up into the field a little bit and die. I don't feel like we're going to keep that square on him forever. But he is not falling down. We're now facing southeast. Okay, nope, he didn't stop. Yeah, so that was not a good shot. Oh, nope, we didn't lose him. Alright, he should be calming down before too long. Nope, didn't lose him. Did we finally lose him? So he's all the way over here in the southeast. I mean, that's a long, long ways. I don't think there's any point in trying to track him. I mean, we know that he ran from here, all the way up here, all the way across here to here. And he's somewhere back up in here. I'm not going to bother with tracking him. I'll call him. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Come here. Fine.
So I'm just going to kind of walk this direction and keep calling every few minutes. I have no way of knowing how long the collar's active at this point. And just kind of look around. So what I'm going to do is head up this direction towards these trees where the moose was. And then we'll go just a little to the left up this draw and see if we can find that blood. I just heard a moose. It was somewhere to my right. Okay, so we got a moose right there coming in. So I'm going to find out whatever this is, give him a good job.
Such a good dog.
Sika deer.
Stay and don't make a sound.
And I'm just going to start backing away from where that moose is coming in at. Try to give myself a little bit of room. Hopefully that doesn't spook them. And I'm going to leave the dog sitting there to see how they respond to that. He's still coming in. Oh no, he's turned red. So either I spooked him by moving, by calling too often, or the dog. I don't think the dog would have because he was too far away. I think I was moving too much, even though he was in the trees and couldn't see me and I'm in a field backing up. I think we spooked him.
Go.
So things may be a little spookier than I was giving them credit for being. It's interesting though, I walked right up on that moose, the one that I think we got to come back towards us. Walked right up on him. He did eventually spook, but I mean we were on top of him. This one was 123 meters out and quickly spooked. I mean he just went from normal to red. And I think the wind's blowing southeast, so I don't think that should have done it. I keep trying to unzoom. Alright. We're going to assume that he's spooked for now and not coming back anytime soon. So we're going to go up here and see if we can find this blood. Oops. Where that moose ran across. There it is. There it is. Alright. So it's dull now. Alright. Good job.
Good dog.
Now track it. So after the fox that we tracked for like an hour, we know that they can definitely go a long ways while they're bleeding. So I have no illusions here. This is not one that's going to be dead somewhere. Oh, we got something up here. I think that's Sika deer. Don't have any way to call Sika deer. I'm going to have him come here and have him stay so we can find this blood.
Stay there.
I'm going to try to sneak my way. Well, 100 meters looks like they're coming this way. Trying to find a good line of sight to get into. Oh, right down there's one. Sika, probably going to be 30-06. Why can I not change to... Guess I'm hitting the wrong button. So that's a doe. I assume there's a male behind her. We're going to have a really small shooting window. And we're not going to... Oh, he's in front of her. Oh, no, that's a female as well. Well, where's that other one at? Was it two females? Alright, so just in front of us, we're going to put Sika deer. Unfortunately, didn't see any males to shoot. Alright. Good job, pup. Alright, so he's... well, now he can go back to tracking. So when I was not on the blood, he couldn't track it. Oh, no. Hang on.
Stay there.
Was it another one coming in, or is it the same ones calling? I don't think I can see them from here anyway. Yeah, it's only 90 meters. They're back in there somewhere. Without a collar, I have no way to move these guys. Alright, we're going back to tracking the moose. So what I was saying here, away from the trail, I can do find or come.
Home here.
When I'm on the trail, I haven't even analyzed it.
Go get it.
Alright, there's got to be more coming. I think that's going to be our shooting window right there. Whoops. We're just... Oh, he's moving to the right? What? Well, let's sneak our way towards him, see what we can do. I don't know if he winded me, if... Wow, that's really close. Can't see anything. Oh, it's a female. Not that I can see her. And dog is just over here having a ball, stamina increasing. I'm going to try to sneak up here a little bit further and see if I can see these guys. Alright, there she is. So that's those two females. So they went down and came back. Alright. We're going to leave them alone. Why are you not following this blood trail? What are you doing? Hey, come here.
Home here.
Alright. Now, follow this blood trail. Okay. Maybe the trail circled around and came back through here? This doesn't look like the blood trail to me, pup. Alright, so I think that may have been a red deer that just called out. So I'm going to bring the pup back. We're still on the moose trail. And we're going to try calling the red deer.
Stay there.
So I think we have two red deer. I think they're red deers. Red deer, whatever. I think they're reds. Just on the other side. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know if I'll be able to wait for the second one or if I'll need to take the shot on the first one because they're going to be really close. Oh, and they're gone. The wind is not blowing that way, judging by these little pieces of grass. Looks like the wind was to my face. Wow. So literally just standing here apparently spooked them.
Who's a good dog? Let's go.
Alright, well, back to the moose. Oh, hang on. So they were around here, I guess. We're going to say they're around here. Alright guys, so we just heard a moose call out down here. Hoping it's the same moose we've been following for like 45 minutes or however long it's been. So I'm going to work my way to the edge of this hill and see if we can't get eyes on him. And then start calling if we can get into a decent position. And I'm going to squat down. So it looks like the moose is moving left. Oh, there's a tent. Oh, we got red deer down there. I don't think it's the same moose, but we're going to take a shot at the moose. I hope that's actually a good shot. I took a second shot after the last one kind of didn't seem to work so well. Wow. Well, I think we found a tent anyway. So we can at least fast travel back to this area, which we've wandered a long ways. So we started up here. We got under the moose here, and I've been tracking him all over the place with the dog. And then ran into possibly a new moose down here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a moose marker here. And we're going to see if we can find the blood for this moose and track it for a little bit. Well, if I can find it.
Find it.
He's way over there. Oh, there's a tower over here too. I think this is going to be a decent place to hunt too. So you can come into the tent maybe and then go up to the tower and wait. That's what I'm thinking. You know what? Come over here, pup.
Come.
Let's find this blood. Alright. Found the
Fine.
blood.
I'm counting on you.
How can they not? Oh, there it is. So he's further down. Okay, good job.
That's a good dog. Go on.
Now, tracking. So this blood is bright. So that's what we're after. Bright, fresh blood. And hopefully, with 2 shots, this moose is down. I mean, I thought the first shot would have been good, but he stood there, so I took another one. Alright, so we got red deer way down yonder. So, probably in this area here.
Such a good dog.
But I need you to
Let's go.
follow the moose. I wonder if we will get a chance to see these red deer down here. You know what? I've got the red deer collar. Let's see if we can't call them in and get a shot. Pup, you come here.
Stay there.
Alright, so if we can get these red deer to come in, this is going to be the end of the hunt. I think the moose lived. And we're going to see if we can't put a decent shot on a red deer, maybe. Alright, we're not going to play any games. If it's a male, we're going to watch it. It looks like a nice male to me. Oh, it's 2. Okay, that's why. Just don't start turning yellow or anything. Oh, they turned. Oh, crap. I don't think I did anything worthwhile. Crud. Alright, let's go over here and see if we find some blood. They turned just as I started to shoot, and then I had to reload. Alright, so we've got blood here. I can't tell anything by the blood other than it's bright. Oh, we got one. Look at that. Alright. So we got a good shot down. I don't know how many times I shot him, but it's a nice mature male. So what are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's just a 5x5, looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's bring Pepperdino over here.
Come on.
We'll let him find him.
counting on you.
While he's going to go find him, we'll just go down here and take a look out across the water. Can't really get down to the water, so alright. Oh, look, you found something.
Good job.
Alright, so we're going to bag him. We'll look and see if I hit that other one just to see if we see any blood up through here. I don't think I did. That's going to be the regular trail, not... Oh, here, we'll let him find that. Well, that was a very long hunt for not much to happen. I'll definitely speed things up for you guys. We're at an hour and a half. So we'll have sped things up a lot. We'll skip over stuff that...
That's a good dog.
Oh, fallow deer over here too. Now let's mark them. Oops. I think I'm probably going to try this hunt again. I will come to this tent. Let's see if we can fast... Yeah. So you can fast travel from anywhere on the map. Hey, look, there's a fox or something down here. We're going to go up to this tower. I want to get it on the map so I don't forget about it. Oh, there was a fallow deer too that we spooked. So I'm going to come back here and do a second hunt. And we're going to set up here in this tower. We know that moose are in the area. We know that reds are in the area. We know that fallow and fox are in the area. Was that a roe deer? I don't know. But we know there's a lot of different animals that come through here. That's a rock. I do believe that's a roe deer over there. Yep. So we've got roe deer, we've got moose, we've got everything here. Let me, let's see, he was over this way. Yeah, so we'll just put it here and put roe deer. I don't know if he would ever walk in range, but I'm getting the distinct feeling that this game is really all about stand hunting. I don't think, especially here in Transylvania, I don't think walking around is a great option. I think you want to be in a stand and you want to have a bunch of callers and just call things to you. I have no idea what the range for the callers are or anything like that. It was kind of sad. So I'm just kind of hitting everything. But I think that that Transylvania especially is going to be a really strong set of hunts based on stands. I don't think you're going to walk around and do a lot. I think that you kind of have to find the stuff. But I think your best bet is to sit down and let them come to you. Find the golden stand, as it were, and just wait. Because we know that there were red deer that came through. There was a moose coming through here. There was a fox and a roe deer over here. We saw fallow prints way over yonder. So I think that I'm going to hunt this again and just come to the stand and just stay here. And I don't know what to do for moose. I've shot 2 different moose. I shot the one twice, and he walked it off. So, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to wrap this hunt up. And like I said, I'm going to cut the time down. We're at we're over an hour and a half at this point. So we'll do a lot of fast forwarding, just so you can kind of see what it looks like and look at some of the different things that happened. But I did not do good, at least with moose and the 30-06. Maybe I need to consider a more powerful weapon than the 30-06, but daggone, that's a big round. That should not have any issues dropping a moose. Maybe I made bad shots, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, we can't wrap up. We got to go check out the cabin. Lord of mercy, I nearly forgot. So let's go back to the cabin. And let's claim our animal. So we had the one red deer, and he scored 168. Wow. Almost 1,000 credits. That's pretty good. I'll take that. So I assume that the score is based on inches, and that was 168 inches, which, you know, he was 5x5, I think it was. Not exactly a huge trophy. So, and I think we need to be like closer to 300 for a good score. So, probably considered a small guy. Oh, and last hunt, I wanted to move to the next bighorn. There's a little chevron that showed up here. I didn't notice it at the time, but I think if you have multiple animals, there's a chevron here you can click on to move to the next one. So I don't have any red deer at all, but he's so small, and I think we're going to get more. I'm going to sell him. I could probably use the money at this point anyway. Pick up some more collars so that we can set up good for the next hunt. So there he goes. Alright guys, that's it. We are... Oh, hey, look. Got a new achievement. We claimed one animal in each of the 3 regions. I got one earlier too, for like 100 different tracks or 100 different inspects or something. So we're going to wrap it up, call it done. We are... where are we at? We're all the way back up here. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to sit up in this tower, and we're just going to do some stand hunting and see what happens. Alright guys, that's it. We're done. Y'all have a good night. God bless, and happy hunting.